Meet our think tank. They've answered hundreds of general knowledge questions under exam conditions before the show. Their answers are in. But how helpful will they be to the three contestants? Playing the game are Miriam, an English student from Wrexham, Pam, a training manager from Swansea, and Paul, a business development manager from Dover in Kent. This is Think Tank. Welcome to the show. Welcome, as ever, to the Think Tank. They're from all walks of life. There's Abby, our Welsh dog-loving doctor, Cleve, our former church minister and professional musician, and Peter, our dedicated cinephile and army reservist. What an eclectic bunch they are. They're not professional quizzes, but they'll be doing their very best to help our three contestants throughout the show. Welcome to you.
Thank you.
Miriam, you're a student. Where are you studying and what are you reading?
I'm a student at Oxford University. I go to Mansfield College, and I'm reading English literature.
All right. Do you do any writing yourself?
I recently actually won a poetry competition at
Did you?
the Great British Write-Off.
Did you?
Congratulations.
Well, Miriam, I'm sorry, you're going to have to share some of that with us now.
I don't think so.
OK, can we dock her £200 from our prize fund for failure to cooperate? OK. Lots of young people like shopping too. Do you shop around?
Oh, I do. I love a bargain.
A bargain?
Yeah.
Jackie, you come across a bargain or two in your time, haven't you?
Oh, I like a bargain. One of my best bargains I ever got was some cruises going for £39 each.
Really?
Nice.
£39?
Yeah, really dingy. No, it weren't. It was on a proper cruise ship.
You're actually on board, not in the engine room, the boiler room.
No, it was. It was good.
OK, good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Pam, hello.
Hello.
You're retired. You were a training manager. What do you do now?
I look after my grandchildren. I love it.
How many
Yeah.
have you got, grandchildren?
4.
Now, have you ever met any famous people?
I have, actually. I've met Prince Charles. I'd made him a flag out of an old piece of material. And he came towards me and I was holding his hand and he said, "I love the flag." He said, "What precious relic did you ruin to make it meaning? A family heirloom tablecloth."
Yeah.
I said, "Nothing, only my knees." You're making it. And it was fabulous.
Ah,
Yeah.
super. Well done. And what's your weakest subject going to be?
Oh, geography, because sometimes I can't find my way home.
Well, geography. Who's going to help on that?
I'm not bad.
Armanelle?
Quite well travelled.
You're quite well
No,
done.
all the places you've been on your £39 cruises, Jackie. That'll help. All right, Pam, great to have you with us.
Thank you.
Paul, you're a business development manager at work. What about at home? What do you get up to?
I basically spend most of my time working from home. I have an office based in the house, which keeps me away from grandchildren, wives, sons, daughters.
Grandchildren?
I have 11, which I'm very proud of, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's marvellous. And your strongest subject will be what, then?
Geography and the natural world, anything to do with that.
The natural world can be a dangerous place, though, can't it?
Indeed, yes. When I was a young man, I got involved in collecting butterflies. And during the course of one particular morning in the jungles of Singapore, I stumbled on a hornet's nest, and the result was actually 66 stings. I was OK, but I spent 2 weeks in the British Military Hospital.
Still, that hornet stings are really bad.
Yeah, they
66
were.
of them. You were lucky to
Yes,
escape.
it was quite severe.
Yeah, OK, gosh. Thanks very much, Paul. Welcome to all three of you. Over 3 rounds, then, our contestants will try to tap into the knowledge of the think tank to build up as much money as possible. Don't forget, they have tried to answer all the questions to the best of their ability, whether right or wrong. The 2 highest scorers, then, will go through to the final. Ultimately, just one will walk away with a cash prize. So let's play the first round, shall we? So in this round, I'm going to ask you a question, and then every member of the think tank will reveal the answer that they gave before the show. The right answer is always there somewhere, but there's also any number of mistakes there too. Pick out the correct answer. £200 is added to your prize fund. 2 questions each. Miriam, we start with you. Here's a question we put to the think tank. Which middle name was shared by John Lennon and Gary Lineker? Have a think about that while we see what the think tank thought. Starting with Anisha.
Albert.
Franklin.
Stephen.
Winston.
Toby.
Edward.
Mark.
Luke.
Unusually, you have 8 different things to choose from. It doesn't always happen like that. What do you think?
I'm not too sure because I'm not a particular fan of football, so I wouldn't know Gary Lineker's. I've got a lot of Beatles fans as friends who are going to be kicking themselves at home that I don't know John Lennon's middle name. I think because Cleve's a musician, presumably he might know John Lennon's middle name, so I think I'll go with Stephen.
Stephen is your answer for the middle name shared by John Lennon and Gary Lineker. Let's see if you're right. It was Winston, in fact.
Wow.
Jackie, you got that right. How did you know that?
It's a hero of mine, John Lennon. Not Gary Lineker, but John Lennon was a hero of mine.
OK, well remembered. Nothing for you there, Miriam. Plenty of other chances to come. Pam, we come to you for your first question. Which city in the north of Italy, the capital of the Emilia-Romagna region, is sometimes referred to as the stomach of Italy? Chew on that for a moment while we see what the think tank thought.
Sicily.
Bologna.
Rome.
Umbria.
Rome.
Rome.
Milan.
Rome.
Rome seems to be a popular choice. Doesn't make it right necessarily, Pam.
I don't know this myself, so it's which of the think tank I think is correct, but I'll go for Rome.
Going for Rome,
Yes.
as the city sometimes referred to as the stomach of Italy. Let's see if you've got the right place. It's Bologna.
Yeah.
Famous for spaghetti bolognese, of course.
Ah, yes.
Armanel, you got that right. Have you visited
Yes.
Bologna?
Yes, I have been to Bologna, but I also worked out about the spaghetti bolognese and also the sausage bologna is from Bologna. So I thought, well, that's two dishes I know that are connected with Bologna. I'll go for it.
Very good deduction. Well done. Nothing for you there, Pam. Let's move on to Paul and your first question. Who did Muhammad Ali fight in the so-called Rumble in the Jungle? Here's what the think tank made of this.
Cassius Clay.
Henry Cooper.
George Foreman.
Henry Cooper.
Ashley Jordan.
Muhammad Ali.
George Foreman.
George Foreman.
Well, a couple of interesting choices, and also George Foreman, a very popular choice too. But what do you make of it, Paul?
Well, I don't think it was Muhammad Ali, because that would mean that he's fighting himself.
Well done.
It wasn't Henry Cooper, but I've got a feeling that Cleve has the correct answer with others, so I'm going to go for George Foreman.
OK, you're saying George Foreman was Muhammad Ali's opponent in the so-called Rumble in the Jungle. Let's see if you've chosen the right man. George Foreman it was. Well done. Muhammad Ali won using the famous rope-a-dope tactic, if you remember. Cleve, you got that one right. Have you done a bit of boxing yourself?
I did. As a young man, I used to train with my brothers and box for a while, but my mother wasn't very keen on the idea, and she managed to talk me out of it.
I bet you're a ferocious opponent.
Oh, terrible, you can tell.
Well done, Paul. £200 to you. We come back to Miriam for your second question. Which TV drama series is set in the fictional Seattle Grace Hospital? Here's what the think tank had to say about this one.
ER.
ER.
House.
Scrubs.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy.
ER.
Grey's Anatomy.
3 for Grey's Anatomy, 3 for ER, and a couple of others in there as well, Miriam.
Right, so I watched Scrubs, and I'm pretty sure it's not that because I think it's called Sacred Heart Hospital or something. So it's a toss-up between ER and Grey's Anatomy. I think I'm going to go with Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy?
Yeah.
You're saying the TV drama series set in the fictional Grace Hospital in Seattle is Grey's Anatomy. Let's see if you've made the right call. Yes, you have. Well done. Abby, you got that one right. Medical dramas, are they true to life?
So in Grey's Anatomy, the medicine's quite on point, actually, but House is terrible. Like, you have a junior doctor that could do any surgery possible, any type of...
And you mean you can't?
Well, no. No.
All right, OK. Well done, Miriam. £200 to you, gets you off the mark. Pam, here's your second question. The James Bond villain Francisco Scaramanga from The Man with the Golden Gun famously had 3 what? Let's see what the think tank came up with here. Anisha.
Fingers.
Nipples.
Eyes.
Nipples.
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 Fingers.
Well, there's a word you don't hear very often on television. You've heard it 5 times. So, what do you think,
I've
Pam?
never watched a Bond film in my life.
Not one?
But I've seen clips of it and they look very interesting. But I've never watched one. And when the question came up, I thought fingers. But when I thought about it, I thought, I'm sure I've heard somewhere in the back of my mind, it's nipples. So my answer is nipples.
OK. You're saying that James Bond villain Scaramanga from The Man with the Golden Gun famously had 3 nipples. Let's see if you're right. Nipples it is. Scaramanga played by Christopher Lee in the film. Pam, £200 to you. Well done. You're off the mark too. And Paul, here we come to you for your second question. Alicia Dixon was a member of which successful girl band? What sort of notes are the think tank hitting with this?
Mystique.
Sugar Babes.
Destiny's Child.
Pussycat Dolls.
Mystique.
Mystique.
Pussycat Dolls.
Mystique.
So Mystique's a popular choice, but there are other strong contenders there.
Yeah, it's a concern. This was one of the areas that I was very uncomfortable with. I mean, despite the repetitious use of Mystique, I think I'm going to have to go with Cleve's Wisdom, and we'll go with Destiny's Child.
Cleve's Wisdom and Destiny's Child is what you're going for as the band that Alicia Dixon was a member of. Let's see if you've made the right choice. It was Mystique, in fact.
Oh.
Should have gone with the girls, you see, like Lucy and Anisha. Cleve, you're often called upon because of your experience as a musician. Does that add pressure to you?
In some senses, but not necessarily. The knowledge is based on quite over the years, but the truth is, as the years have gone on, I've probably become less interested in modern pop music, and that's where the difference lies.
Yeah.
So I'm really sorry I couldn't help you there.
No, don't worry.
That was one of those
You have to pick the right years, I suppose, don't you? OK. Nothing for you there, Paul. At the end of the first round, let's take a look at how you're all getting on, and you're all tied on £200. Even Stevens, but it's early days. Now, in our next round, every member of the think tank is holding 2 questions, which they answered correctly before the show. You're going to take it in turns to pick someone from the think tank whose knowledge you think you can match. For every correct answer, another £200 will be added to your prize fund. They're not experts, of course, but they are interested in different subjects, so you might want to think carefully about who's going to be on your wavelength. Once a think tanker has asked both of their questions, they can't be picked again, OK? Miriam, you're going first. You've got the whole bunch to choose from. Who would you like to go with?
I think I'll go with Armanel.
Armanel.
Hello. Now, I've got 4 sons, and they have all been interested in dinosaurs. But I'm also interested in the origin of words. So this question is both about dinosaurs and what its name means. So, which dinosaur, with a small head and very long neck and tail, takes its name from the Greek for double and beam?
Which dinosaur takes its name from the Greek for double and beam?
I used to play a dinosaur game with my brother when I was little. I'm not sure about the word origin of it, but I think I'm going to go for Bronchiosaurus.
Bronchiosaurus? Yeah. Is that the right answer?
No, sadly.
OK.
And the correct answer is what I would pronounce as Diplodocus, because that way you get the Diplo-Duplo-Docus beam. But unfortunately, people pronounce it Diplodocus, which I abhor.
So, Diplodocus is Armanel's answer, and it is actually the right answer as well. So, sorry, Miriam, nothing for you there. Pam, you're up next. You can choose anyone you like.
I will pick Peter, please.
OK, this one's a film question, so I hope you get to watch some films in some of your spare time. Days of Future Past and First Class are films in which franchise?
Days of Future Past and First Class, films in which franchise?
Days of Future Past and First Class films in which franchise? I'm trying to think of which modern films they would be classed under. I'm not quite sure. I'll just have a stab. I'll just say Mad Men. It's a guess, I'm sorry.
Mad Men?
I'm afraid she's wrong. It's the X-Men.
The X-Men. Not Mad Men, X-Men.
X-Men, sorry. Thank you.
And the X-Men franchise has made more than $4 billion. Wow. Yeah, so it was a good choice when they started making those. Sorry, Pam, nothing for you there. Paul, your turn next, and you can still choose anyone you like.
I would think I'm going to choose Len.
Len.
Right, I think you'll guess this. Is, well, if I didn't know the answer to this, I wouldn't go back home to Wales anyway. What is the emblem on the jerseys of the Welsh International Rugby Union team?
The emblem on the jerseys of the Welsh International Rugby Union team.
I am a rugby player, or I was in my day. I'm obviously aware of the Red Dragon. I'm equally aware of the Leek, and I'm aware also of Three Feathers. For some reason, I've got Three Feathers, and I don't have any help available, so I'm going to have to go with Three Feathers.
Three Feathers?
Yes, the Prince of Wales feathers.
That's right. Well done. Very good call. The Three Feathers are the Prince of Wales' feathers, but you're absolutely right. £200
Thank
for
you.
your running total. Miriam, your turn next, and you still have the entire field.
Can I have Lucy, please?
Our dance teacher, Lucy.
Hi, Miriam. As Bill said, I'm a dance teacher. I run a dance school. I immerse myself in the world of dance, which is how I come to know the answer to this question. Hopefully you will too. Of which dancer was it said, sure, he was great, but don't forget, Ginger Rogers did everything he did backwards and in heels?
Right. I've never actually watched a Ginger Rogers film, but they're always kind of on and I'm channel flicking. And I think it's Fred Astaire.
Fred Astaire?
Could it be anybody else? It's Fred Astaire. Well done.
Well done. Ginger Rogers and Fred Astaire starred in 10 films together, including Top Hat and Swing Time. So a lot of dance steps to do backwards. OK. £200 for you, Miriam. Pam, your turn next.
Arminel, please.
Arminel.
Right. I'm a great Radio 4 fan, and I hope that you have listened to The Archers, because this is a question about The Archers. Lucy Davis, who played Hayley in The Archers, is the daughter of which comedian?
Lucy Davis, the daughter of which comedian?
I think, if I can remember correctly, it's Jasper Carrot.
Jasper Carrot?
Absolutely right. Well done.
Lucy Davis also appeared in The Office and Ugly Betty. Very quick there, Pam. Well done. £200. Paul, you can choose anybody apart from Arminel.
I will go with Peter.
Peter.
It's a science question. Ferrum is the Latin name of which chemical element?
Ferrum, the Latin name for which chemical element?
Ferrum would suggest ferrous, which would indicate corrosion, rust. I'm going to make a choice here between iron and steel. And I would think ferrous, I'll go with steel.
Steel, Peter?
The answer I got here is iron.
Iron, it was, I'm afraid.
OK,
So
fair
you
enough.
chose the wrong one of the two.
So it would seem.
Nothing for you there, Paul. Miriam, we come back to you. Peter and Arminel are off the list.
Can I go for Abby, please?
Abby?
Right, so the reason I know this is because every now and again I go on a bit of a splurge and just get some nice things. It's about once a year. So I found this on one of the shelves, so I was surprised. So hydrated magnesium sulfates are better known as Epsom what?
Hydrated magnesium sulfates, better known as Epsom what?
OK, it's a long time since my chemistry GCSE. I think I've heard of the phrase Epsom salts before. I'm not quite sure what they are, but I'm going to go for Epsom salts.
Epsom salts?
Indeed, correct. Salts.
Well done. Epsom salts, many uses for Epsom salts. They can be used as a drying agent or a beauty product. £200 for you, Miriam. Pam, here's your next question. Again, anybody apart from Arminel and Peter?
Jackie, please.
Jackie.
Right, Pam. Two of my very favourite comedians are the two Ronnies. They did loads of sketches, a lot that people remember. But in a famous Two Ronnie sketch, set in a hardware shop, what did Ronnie Corbett think Ronnie Barker wanted instead of fork handles?
What did Ronnie Corbett think Ronnie Barker wanted instead of fork handles?
4 candles.
4 candles.
4 candles.
Is the right answer. Well done. He also asked for plugs, electric, not bathroom, pumps, shoes, not pneumatic pumps.
An O's.
O's?
O's or O's.
Whose?
Water.
All right. Pam, £200 for
Thank you.
And Paul, your turn again. Anyone but Armanel and Peter again.
Let's try Anisha.
Anisha.
Hi, Paul.
Hi.
So the reason why I know this was because Roald Dahl was one of my favourite authors as a child, so it's a Roald Dahl question. So in which book does Roald Dahl introduce the character Augustus Gloop?
So in which book does Roald Dahl introduce the character Augustus Gloop?
I'm at a total loss. I wouldn't even begin to have a title for you, I'm sorry.
Nothing? You want to take a guess? Stab at something?
No. I just don't know. Sorry.
OK, you're going to pass?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the answer was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
OK.
And Augustus Gloop falls into the chocolate river in it and is then drawn through a pipe to the fudge room.
I have seen the film, but just didn't recognise the character.
There you go. Well, that's the end of the round then. Nothing for you, Paul. Let's see how you're getting on then with your prize funds. Paul is on £400. Miriam and Pam are tied on £600. Now, you each selected 3 questions, but Cleve didn't get a go. And we don't want him left out, do we? So we're going to ask Cleve to demonstrate his knowledge from earlier. Just for fun, what's your question, Cleve?
Well, this question covers a lot of areas about singing, about gospel music, choirs and soul music and things I'm interested in. Which singer who grew up singing gospel at her father's church came to be known as the Queen of Soul?
Which singer who grew up singing gospel at her father's church came to be known as the Queen of Soul? You might know this one at home. Do we know this one in the studio?
Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin? Is that the right answer, Cleve?
Spot on. It's Aretha Franklin.
Well done. And her hits include Think, Respect, R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Yeah.
And I Knew You Were Waiting, the duet with George Michael. R-E-S-P-E-C-T. To you, Pam. Yeah. Right, let's get back down to business, shall we? So, Miriam, Pam and Paul, one of you will shortly have to leave the game, but still one last chance for any of you to take the lead, and Paul, you can easily catch up. All of you are going to be asked the same question now. 2 members of the think tank will then tell you the answer they gave before the show and their reasons for doing so. Only one of them will have the correct answer, though. If you side with the right person, you'll add an all-important £200 to your prize fund. 5 questions only remain, though, before we do have to say goodbye to one of you, so choose your answers carefully, OK? Here's the first question. The title of a well-known children's book by Judith Kerr is The Tiger Who Came to What? Armanel and Jackie are taking this one on. Armanel.
I said it was The Tiger Who Came to Tea. I can completely picture this book at home. I can completely picture reading it to my 4 sons, the tiger sitting at the tea table coming to tea. So I believe that the tiger came to tea.
Jackie.
Well, I had a more sophisticated tiger. It didn't come for tea, it came for dinner. And if you met a tiger walking along the road, you would invite it for dinner rather than it eat you, wouldn't you? So, yes, it came to dinner.
Armanel says tea. Jackie says the tiger came to dinner. What do you think he did? Lock in your answers, please. And which meal was it, as far as you're concerned? Miriam and Paul say he came to tea. Pam says the tiger came to dinner. Which meal was it? It was to tea. Well done, Armanel. It's about Sophie, little girl, and her mother, and the tiger who interrupts them by coming to tea. Very well-behaved tiger, as I remember.
Yeah, he absolutely sat at the table. And he was very well behaved.
Yeah, but don't try this at home.
Yeah.
OK, £200 then for Miriam and Paul. Here's the next question. According to a 2016 YouGov poll, which businessman is the most admired man in the world? Anisha and Len having a go at this. Anisha.
So I said Richard Branson. Reason being is because, you know, he left school. I don't think he went to university, so he didn't have a degree. But, you know, he opened up Virgin Records, and then from there, over the years, he's done music, and he's gone into broadband, and he's gone into one of the most, you know, successful airlines in the world. I think he's going to space next, and then he just seems like a really nice guy as well. So I said Richard Branson.
Len?
Well, I've gone for Bill Gates. Because, I mean, this guy of, I think Microsoft is what he's head of it, and he's now donated all his profits or whatever, his monies to charities. So I think Bill Gates is my answer.
Anisha says it's Richard Branson. Len says it's Bill Gates. What do you think, contestants? Lock in your answers, please. Let's see who you've chosen. All three of you have gone with Bill Gates. Is that the right person? It is Bill Gates. So Barack Obama came second. Stephen Hawking came fifth. You know who was 11th? David Beckham.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. OK, £200 each, and we move on to question number 3. The name of which country is also a word of the NATO phonetic alphabet? Armanelle and Cleve having a go. Armanelle?
I said Peru. I went through the alphabet trying to remember as many of them as I could. And when I came to P, I thought of Peru, and I also know that it's got to be a word that doesn't sound like any other so that it doesn't sound confusing. I could think of kangaroo, which might be like Peru, but it's got more syllables. So anyway, I decided that Peru was distinctive enough, and a country, to be the answer.
Cleve?
Well, I used to watch a lot of police dramas, show my age here, but things like Z Cars back in the day, and I remember watching more modern ones, things like The Bill, and I seem to remember quite often while they were making the calls over the air that it was India. It was an I, that was it. So I actually think it's India.
OK. Armanelle says Peru. Cleve says it's India. Which country do you think it is, contestants? Where have you gone with this one? Miriam and Paul have gone for India. Pam's on her own in the middle with Peru. Who's right? India is the answer. So the NATO phonetic alphabet is Foxtrot, Charlie, that sort of thing. P is, in fact, Papa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's
Papa.
pretty distinctive as well.
OK. £200 for Miriam and Paul. And we move on to question number 4. Which pop star turned actress was the winner of the Female Rear of the Year award in 2015? Peter and Abby taking a close look at this one. Peter?
I went for Charlotte Church because I remember she sang lots of classical music and then she took her hand to acting. And I think she does have quite a nice figure as well.
All right. Abby?
So I like a bit of my popular culture, and so I went back and again looked at pop stars turned actress and remembered that Kim Marsh has gone into acting and she's currently in Corrie, and I think she's quite a fine mama, so I went with Kim Marsh.
OK. Peter's gone with Charlotte Church. Abby says it's Kim Marsh. Who do you think it is, contestants? Lock in your answers, please. Let's see who you've chosen. It's a unanimous verdict for Kim Marsh. Are you right? Kim Marsh it is. Previous winners include Carol Vorderman, Barbara Windsor and Fiona Bruce. There you go. All right, £200 to all of you. And here we come with the final question of this round. Which Scandinavian country rejected the euro in a referendum in 2003? Lucy and Abby having a go. Lucy?
OK, well, referendum, there's a topic. Obviously, we've had a European referendum, and in the research I was doing as to which way I would cast my vote, I recall looking at nations who had either were in or were out, and I'm pretty sure that somewhere along my reading I came across Norway. So my answer is Norway.
OK, Abby?
I went for Sweden because Sweden seemed to... I recall that they're very good in terms of their healthcare and their education. A country of power, and I think that they probably would have rejected the euro, so my answer was Sweden.
Lucy's gone for Norway. Abby's gone for Sweden. Which country do you think it is, contestants? Let's see where you've gone with this one. Miriam and Pam have gone to Sweden. Paul's gone to Norway. Who's in the right place? Sweden was the right answer. And the currency in Sweden is still the krona. So there you are. OK, £200 to Miriam and Pam then. Well, that's the end of the main game, so shall we take a look at your totals? In the lead, Miriam with £1,600, tied in second place, Pam and Paul on £1,200. Only 2 contestants can go through to the final, so we have to go to a tie-break to determine who's going to make it through to join Miriam. So, this deciding question has a numerical answer. Whoever's closest to the right answer will be in the final, OK? Here is the question. How many people have walked on the moon? Please lock in your answer on that. Pam says 5, Paul says 3. The correct answer is 12. Pam was closest to that and going through to the final. Unfortunately then, Paul, we have to say goodbye to you. Thanks very much for joining us. We don't often have a tie-break at this stage, so you've done very well. Hope you've enjoyed it.
Very much indeed, thank you.
Good stuff, thanks very much. Well done, Miriam and Pam. You two will now compete to take home the money you've earned in our final. Miriam, if you win, have you given any thought to what you might do with your prize?
I'd really like to go travelling. I really want to go to South America. It's one of the places I've always wanted to go and never had the chance to, so I'd like to go there. And then I'd also like to buy a camera so I can take pictures of my travels and, like, save the memories.
Where would be top of the list in South America?
Probably Brazil. Yeah, it looks really nice there and lots to do, and the culture looks amazing, yeah.
Big country, good. OK. Pam, what would you do?
I'd really like to watch the turtles come out of the sea and to lay their eggs. And I'd also like to come back when the eggs are hatched and to see the little ones making their way to the sea.
And where would you do that?
In Greece, I think, they've got one
So you go on a holiday?
special.
Now, would you take anybody with you?
Yes, my grandchildren, the family, as, you know, whatever I can.
That'd be quite a big party then.
Yeah, yes, lovely.
OK.
Yes.
You'll have to go on one of Jackie's £39 cruises to be able to take them all.
Yes, I would, yes.
She's going to be a travel agent after this. All right. Well, look, good luck to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our final is a general knowledge battle. I'm going to ask you 5 questions each. Whoever gives the most correct answers takes home the money they've built up so far. You're not on your own. The think tank are still here to help you out if they can. You can pick someone to consult with before you answer the questions. Each member can only be picked once. The difference in the final compared to the rest of the shows is that they haven't seen these questions at all either, so they're just as much in the dark as you are. OK? Let's play the final, shall we? Miriam, you built up the most money in the main game, so the final starts with you. Here's your first question. The 2016 costume drama Love and Friendship is based on a work by which writer? Who would you like to help you with that?
Well, Bill, I think I'll go for Lucy.
You're a literature student, so I'm hoping that you can bridge the gap in my knowledge with a nugget of your own.
I really should know this. That's so embarrassing.
Am I going off in a completely random direction to think of somebody like Oscar Wilde?
Yeah, I was thinking Jane Austen just because, like, Pride and Prejudice, like, Sense and Sensibility.
So, Jane Austen?
I'm not too sure, so I think I'm going to have
Can't
to
think of anything more likely, so let's just
Yeah,
hope for
I'm
the
going to have
best.
to go with Jane Austen.
Jane Austen's your answer? OK. You're saying the 2016 costume drama Love and Friendship is based on a work by Jane Austen. Let's see if you've chosen the right writer. Jane Austen it is. Well done. Based on a short novel named Lady Susan. Have you read that at all?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, it's good instincts you had there. OK. You're off the mark then. Miriam, Pam, here's your first question. Bill Clinton caused controversy due to his alleged relationship with which White House intern born in 1973? Who do you want to go with for that one?
Jackie.
Jackie.
I think I know this one. Do you know it?
I think in the back of my mind, I think. Yeah.
I think it's Monica Lewinsky.
Yes, I couldn't quite bring a name to mind, but now you said it, yes, I think we are right. Monica Lewinsky, please.
Monica Lewinsky, you say, is the White House intern born in 1973. Let's see if you're right. It is indeed Monica Lewinsky. Well done. And that all led to the impeachment of Bill Clinton as well later. OK. 1-1. Miriam, here's your second question. Which tennis player famously climbed into the crowd to celebrate with his family after winning Wimbledon in 1987? You can choose anyone but Lucy or Jackie.
Sport is not my best subject, Bill, so I think I'm going to have to call on Cleve for help, please.
I can remember this scene. It's quite an emotional thing, and there were a couple of people spring to mind. One of them was the American Andre Agassi, and the other one was Pat Cash. My greater instinct would be to say Pat Cash. When I first saw it, that was my instinct to say. Have you any idea? Do you watch tennis at all?
1987 was quite a long time before I was born. So.
You try to say that, but I don't believe that.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Cleve and say Pat Cash, please.
Pat Cash, you say, is the tennis player who climbed into the crowd after winning Wimbledon in 1987. Let's see if you're right. Pat Cash is correct. Well done. Pat Cash set a bit of a trend, actually, doing. Everybody else has followed him. Andy Murray did it after he won Wimbledon as well. OK. 2-1 to you, Miriam. Pam, here's your second question. Which actress played Lady Rose McClare in Downton Abbey and the title role in the 2015 film Cinderella? Who do you want to choose for this one?
Abby, please.
So, the only bit... Who were you thinking of first? Or did you have a name?
I haven't got a name, but I can see her face.
OK, so describe her to me, because I'm good with...
In Downton Abbey, she was very pretty with wavy blonde hair. She was...
So she's likely to be British?
Yes, she was about 25, something like that.
Be
very
British.
pretty. And I can't remember her name. When I see the answer now, I'll know it straight away. Something like Lucy Smith or something. I don't know. I can't think of the name, but I can see her.
Do you want to go with Lucy?
I know it is.
Lucy Davis?
Lucy Davis, there we are.
Yeah.
Lucy Davis.
I'm sorry, I can't help.
So your answer is?
Lucy Davis.
Lucy Davis, you say, is the actress who played Lady Rose McClare in Downton Abbey and Cinderella in the 2015 film. Let's see if you're right. Lily James.
Lily James.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
She was also in the TV adaptation of War and Peace. If we told you that, maybe that would have helped you.
Yes.
Sorry. OK.
Yeah, thanks.
2-1 to Miriam. Here's your third question, Miriam. What type of animal are the Falabella and the Lipizzaner? Animal question. Who can help you? Half the think tank left to choose from.
Since she asked me the dinosaur question earlier, I think I'm going to go with Armanel.
Armanel.
Good. Do you know?
I have no idea.
Well, I can help because I know what the Lipizzaner is. I've no idea what the Falabella is, but I'm half Austrian. The Lipizzaners are the horses that perform in the arena, and those are Lipizzaners. So I'm assuming that a Falabella would also be a horse.
I think I'll go with Armanel's answer of horse, please.
You're going to say horse. As the type of animal that are the Falabella and the Lipizzaner. Let's see if you are right there. Horses. Yeah, indeed. The Falabella is, in fact, a miniature horse, usually about 75 centimetres in height. Everybody knows that. No, I didn't know it either.
Well, we all know it now, which is the important thing.
OK. 3-1 to you, Miriam. Pam, you can still catch up. Here's your third question. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas is a book by which author? Literary question. Anisha, Peter or Len to help you.
I'll try Alicia, please.
Anisha.
I have no idea. Honestly, I don't read. I watch the Kardashians. All I can just do is just throw them out to you. So, Roald Dahl, no. J.K. Rowling, no. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea.
I'll try to have a guess. Stephen King. It's just a guess. I don't know it.
That's your answer, Stephen
Yeah.
King? OK. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. You say it's written by Stephen King. Let's see if you've got the correct writer. It's Hunter S. Thompson. Made into a film in 1998, directed by Terry Gilliam with Johnny Depp in it. So, OK. So it is still 3-1 to Miriam. And here is your fourth question. If you get this right, you will be today's winner. In 2014, Helena Bonham Carter announced her separation from which film director? So you have Peter and Len to choose from on this.
Now, I think I know this one because I am quite a fan of Helena Bonham Carter. But I think I'll go with Peter since he's a film buff.
Peter?
I think it's Tim Burton. Do you think so too?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, since we agree, I think I'll go with Tim Burton, please.
So that's your answer, Tim Burton. OK. In 2014, Helena Bonham Carter announced the separation from which film director? If you're right on this one, you will be today's winner. Your answer is Tim Burton. Let's see if you're right. Tim Burton it is. Congratulations. Well done, Miriam. You are today's winner. Well done. Well done. They met, in fact, on the set of Tim Burton's film Planet of the Apes and collaborated many times until their separation. So, well done,
Thank you.
Miriam. Pam, good effort. Sorry you're not taking anything home. Thanks very much for playing there and being with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jolly
Thank you, team. Thank you.
Miriam, as our winner, you're definitely taking home your prize of £1,600. You will shortly have the chance to add an extra £1,000 to your winnings. First, though, let's take a moment to find out which think tanker gave the most correct answers during the show, and it was... Abby! Hey, well done!
Go on, Abby.
It doesn't mean much to you, does it? Of course it does. I know. You're so excited about it. Decide yourself. OK. You did very well.
I hope
OK.
she never wins an Oscar.
All right. Miriam, you have one last chance then to boost your prize as you face our question impossible. Well, Miriam, you cruised through that, didn't you? The honour of Mansfield College, Oxford, has been upheld.
Oh, my gosh.
Well done.
They helped me quite a lot.
No, you were very good. This is the toughest question of the whole show now because no one in our think tank answered it correctly. If you can achieve what none of them could and give us a correct answer, an extra £1,000 will be yours, OK? Let's take a look then at your question impossible. In which US state was Elvis Presley born? Before you answer, we're going to give you a little bit of help and take a look at the wrong answers that the think tank gave, and this will rule some things out. So, here's what they came up with. Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Blue Suede Shoe, which is a state I haven't heard of before, Minnesota, Virginia, and Nevada. So you've still got about 45 states to choose from. Got any ideas?
My grandma's an Elvis Presley fan, but I can't say I am. And I probably would have said Tennessee if that wasn't up as a wrong answer. For some reason, Ohio popped into my head. So, yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with Ohio, please.
Ohio?
Yes, please.
OK. So you're saying Ohio was the state in which Elvis Presley was born. This for an extra £1,000, which would take your prize money to £2,600. Let's see if you're right. It's Mississippi. He was born in a little shotgun shack in Tupelo, Mississippi. So I'm sorry, you didn't conquer our question impossible, but you're still leaving with £1,600, and that'll get you a long way to South America and probably back again as well. With
Thank
a bit
you
of
so
luck.
much.
OK. Well, you've been a great competitor.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for watching. Do join us next time when 3 more contestants will see whether they can bank on the think tank. Until then, it's goodbye from them.
Bye.
And it's goodbye from me. Bye-bye.